Jonathan, reporting from Lewis and Clark Middle School, where the common question is asked, how healthy are school lunches?
I'm here with Mrs. Brownfield, and she has some expertise on the school lunches. What do you think, what's your opinion on how healthy our school lunches are?
I think that they definitely could be better. I think that the amount of carbohydrates / grains types of things that they give the students it's too much. It's too much. I think the portion sizes are fine. I think that they could actually give the kids bigger portions if they gave healthy meats and fruits and vegetables.
So do you think it's a balanced diet for lunch, or?
Well, I know that they have to follow the USDA My Plate guidelines, and they have to give you so many carbohydrates and fats and proteins. So in that sense, yes, it's balanced, but I also have a different opinion on the USDA guidelines, and I don't believe that the My Plate is the healthiest way to eat. So according to different standards, I would say, no, it's not balanced. It's carbohydrate / grain heavy.
All right, well, thank you for your time. Hi, Sam Huff here with some hot facts. According to the Omaha Public Schools Nutritional Services website, a middle school lunch cannot exceed over 700
The entree with the most calories is the student favorite, Macho Nacho, ending at 480 calories.
As Mrs. Brownfield stated, the portion sizes are fine but could be larger. They contain too much grains.
Sam, Jordan, and John talking about the Lewis and Clark middle school lunches.
Have you ever got shot while in a dangerous neighborhood?
No, I have never.
Have you ever got in a gang-related fight?
You mean,
Like, you know, two kind of gangs are fighting like in one neighborhood and you've been called to stop it?
if we have been called, the time we get there, it's already gone. So,
What is the most dangerous part of Omaha in your opinion?
what part of Omaha? North Omaha.
Or do you think the police should put a stop to block violence?
Block violence? What do you mean by block violence?
Like, you know, you said North Omaha, right? Like, you know, you go down north and put as much police officers as you can to try to stop it.
There's no way to stop that violence. It would be great if we could stop the violence, but it's a cycle of violence is what's happening.
proud of his center and why?
Yes, I do think Malcolm X would be very proud of what we're doing at the Malcolm X Foundation. One of the things that we know about Malcolm is he's very humble. And as a humble person, he wanted to make sure that there were things that were done in the community, community of action. And we haven't made a shrine out of this Malcolm X Memorial Foundation. What we've done is we've concentrated on the work that he talked about that was needed in the community. And I think they would be very proud of the fact that we have stayed true to that versus trying to make this a memorial, something stagnant that everybody in the community knows about and they learn about him versus learning about how to change their community. And I think that we concentrate on that.
Go. How has the Malcolm X Center impacted your life?
The Malcolm X Center has impacted my life greatly. I got so involved in Malcolm X and the center that I decided that I wanted to volunteer. So I've been volunteering for the last 3 years and eventually became a board member of the Malcolm X Memorial Foundation.
How is the community involved with the Malcolm X Center?
The community is involved with the Malcolm X Center by coming and volunteering to help cut our grass, to help keep our lawn pristine, to volunteer to work on our building, and also participate in community forums and activities that the Malcolm X Center hosts.
What plans do you have for the future?
What plans do I have for the future as it relates to Malcolm X?
Yes.
No, there's no age limit at all. If a 2-year-old can pick up a piece of paper, they can come and volunteer too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is a PSA for parents about bullying. Do you think that bullying is a problem with teenagers today?
Definitely.
Are you familiar with social media sites? If so, which ones?
Like social media, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, that kind of stuff.
Okay, since you have 2 teenage daughters, do you monitor which sites they use?
Yes. Much
Okay.
to their unhappiness, they don't get Facebook.
What if I told you that there was a site that teens can open an account on that allows others to anonymously ask them questions?
To ask them questions? Okay. Okay. I don't know of that. I mean,
Would
otherwise
you-
don't you normally see who responds back to you on stuff?
You can't tell who it is. So would you ever let your child get one?
No. It'd be like a license to be mean.
This site is called Ask FM. People make horrible, mean comments that hurt on the inside, like the ones that follow. Some teenagers take it to heart and end their lives because of these horrible, nasty comments. The saying that we all grew up hearing, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never harm me," is false. Many people end their lives because of horrible comments like these. Ask.fm is a social media site that over 50 million people use. Ask.fm leads to bullying. You cannot let your child become a victim. This site allows other people to ask you questions anonymously. The site has no restrictions to the type of questions you may ask, so bullies love it. Parents, you have to become aware of what sites your child uses. If you were to pay attention, it could very well save your child's life. We cannot let our children be bullied this easily. This was a PSA for parents about bullying.
Yes, I do think Malcolm X would be very proud of what we're doing at the Malcolm X Foundation. One of the things that we know about Malcolm is he's very humble. And as a humble person, he wanted to make sure that there were things that were done in the community, community of action. And we haven't made a shrine out of this Malcolm X Memorial Foundation. What we've done is we've concentrated on the work that he talked about that was needed in the community. And I think that he would be very proud of the fact that we have stayed true to that versus trying to make this a memorial, something stagnant that everybody in the community knows about and they learn about him versus learning about how to change their community. And I think that we concentrate on that. Our foundation holds a lot of activities at the Malcolm X Center. One of the things we want to make sure that we concentrate on here is making sure that there's youth development. We concentrate on culture, on arts, and one of the things that we do really well is utilize the arts to tell stories or to educate. And so it's not just entertainment. So it may be theater, it may be poetry, spoken word, rap, blues, jazz, whatever we can get to in the arts to be able to educate the community, we do that. We also have programs that are celebratory. So we have celebration programs, African drumming and African dance, entrepreneurship classes. We try to find out what is it that the community would need, especially our youth, that will build them into strong adults, and those are the kind of programs we offer. All of our activities relate to Malcolm X in the way that it's designed to build in the community. So Malcolm X talked about a lot of different things that our community needs to improve, things that we need to keep going, that we do well as a people, and so all of our programs are around that. Some of the programs directly educate about Malcolm X, and some of the programs that we have do the work that he spoke about that was needed. But everything is going to be relevant because that's our mission.
can't.
And you will.
With Kareen, and she's going to answer a couple questions for us. How did you get involved with the Malcolm X Memorial Foundation?
I got involved with the Malcolm X through a friend of mine that was doing catering at the center, and he stated to me that they needed a rental coordinator. Would I be interested? And I came up to the center for the event that he was catering for, met with some of the board members, and I have been at the center come April for 3 years.
We're here with Adrian Keegan today, and we're going to ask him a couple questions about what his job here and what he knew before he started working here. So Adrian, what did you know about Malcolm X before you started working here?
Well, my first introduction to Malcolm X was, I would say, in elementary school. I saw the movie that Spike Lee did. That was my first introduction. From there, I was just kind of intrigued by his character, his life, obviously the struggle he went through. From there, the next time I really delved into his life was when I read his autobiography by Alex Haley, I think it is, in my freshman year of high school.
What is your position here at the Malcolm X Memorial Foundation?
Formally, I'm the president of the board, but I also serve as the executive director, which means making sure the entire building runs well, the property runs well. We're an all-volunteer position, so in either the board position or executive director is just volunteering and serving in the community.
I'm reaching my tired arms up into the sky. Can't feel the scratches anymore. All that I could want is everything I see.
Because, we have a strong community here, we have a strong leadership. A lot of good things here in Omaha. Of course, yes, there's a job available.
My name is Emma W. You learn a lot of good stuff.
Popular, yes. Annually we celebrate the Korean New Year. We do it twice a year, the Korean New Year and the Korean Mother's Day, where the Korean from all over the U.S. can gather, have fellowship with one another, where we can preserve the Korean culture and be able to fellowship with one another. We have a Korean community here in Omaha called Korean Society of Nebraska, and we have our own office where the Korean, a lot of Korean, they would go there for help. For example, like letters, like bills and all kind of stuff, and they will get help there. And I think that it's a very good access for them to get help.
War. There's not a lot of war in United States, but it happens somewhere else.
There are some effects, but that I know of and heard of is that the Korean kids are getting into gangs and doing drugs.
What is your position at One World?
My job title at One World is a map coordinator and also an assistant to the financial manager in the pharmacy.
What is your role in the pharmacy?
To assist patients in obtaining free medications through pharmaceutical companies, and I also help with the monthly financial reports at the pharmacy.
How do you like working at One World?
I enjoy working at One World because I feel like I make a difference in patients' lives.
And how do you feel like you make a difference in patients' lives?
Because our patients are uninsured and of zero or low income, and I am providing medicine they could not otherwise afford.
How does One World affect your life?
One World Pharmacy helps me and my family get the medical care we need at a low price.
How's One World's service?
One World service is good, but I think its staff could do better.
Does One World staff make you feel welcomed?
Yeah,
And why?
Yes, the staff at One World makes me feel welcome because all staff members are bilingual, and that benefits me and my family for a better visit.
Would you prefer One World versus any other company?
No, I'm happy with the service at One World, and I feel like it's the best place for me to get medical care.
environment. It's in the water we drink and the food we eat.
What happened to all the water? It's been that way, I would say, 30 years, ever since the president ordered that power plant to be built. This is the only water within 300 miles, and look at it.
I know how we can stop this madness. Follow me.
Why are we here, and who are you?
I'm the past you. Hello, Benjamin.
Really? Guess there's only one way to find out. Well, that really clears things up, doesn't it? Yeah, I threw an awesome night. Huh. I need to go think about this. Why are we here? And why is it so cold?
Global warming hasn't happened yet. We're here to fix something.
Hello, Secretary? They're protesting. We need to cancel the power plant immediately. No, I don't care how much it's going to cost. We just need to do it now. Yes, right now. Get them on the line. We need to cancel that power plant.
Yeah!
We did it! Okay.
Well, I should go home. It's about time for dinner.
Bye, little me. So we should probably go home too. So come on.
Hi, my name is Amanda. I played the girl in the film you just saw.
Hi, my name is Ben, and I played the future Ben in the film.
I'm Jeffrey, and I play the past Ben in the film.
Now we have some pretty awesome interviews that we want to show you about pollution. Hope you enjoy them.
This is Mr. Eubanks. He is the principal of King Science Technology Magnet Center, and we have sat down with him to ask him a few questions. So, how do you feel about our environment being polluted?
Well, first of all, I am not a favor of pollution, and I think that at King we've done a great job of trying to, I guess, lessen our carbon footprint, be more green, and be intentional about saving the environment.
Well, thank you for your time.
Appreciate it very much. Nice job.
We sat down with Elise Saxton to talk about the topic of if you could save one part of the environment, what would it be?
Trees, because they're a source of oxygen.
Hi, my name's Amanda. I was in the film you just saw. Today we are going to do interviews. This is Elise. She's a 6th grader here at King Science. Why do you think that's helping? Oh my god, you suck. From our video, we came to the conclusion that our environment is very important. And if we don't do something to save it and stop global warming, our near future will not be the same as it is now.
Welcome to the North Newswire. Today we're going to be discussing teenage drug abuse in America's high schools.
was in 6th grade. Me and my friend had some weed, and we smoked it in his basement. I was in 7th, 8th grade, middle school years, had 3 to 4 grams. I didn't know how much it was worth, but I just sold it. If I could go back in time, I would have started on this again, I probably wouldn't even smoke weed.
This production was sponsored by North High Music Media Tech Program.
Hi, my name's Rob Jackson, and I'm a longtime College World Series fan.
Which stadium did you prefer to watch a game in?
Well, being sentimental, I liked old Rosenblatt probably the best, but it's hard to beat all the new features and comforts at TD.
What is your favorite moment at Rosenblatt?
Oh, my favorite moment was, probably I believe it was 1973 or 74, I'm not quite sure, but I was at the game where they had the infamous streaker at the ball game.
What was your favorite moment at TD?
My favorite moment at TD was probably the first year watching the Gamecocks win the back-to-back, their second title, and first year at the new ballpark.
What is the best CWS game you have ever been to?
Probably the best game that I ever went to was 2008 when Fresno State beat Georgia in the championship.
What is the best team you ever saw?
The best teams I ever saw were probably when I first started going to the World Series back in the early 70s when Southern Cal won 5 straight.
What team has the best fan base?
Depends year to year. LSU obviously has a large fan base. South Carolina does when they're in the series. And then last year, 2013, Mississippi State probably had the largest base of fans that we saw. Especially into the championship game, there was a huge influx of people from Mississippi.
What are 2 of the major differences outside of the stadium?
Outside the stadium, I think that downtown, it's the difference is that I believe there's more parking. It's a lot easier to get in and out of games. The old stadium was neighborhoods. Parking was a little more difficult. Traffic was a lot harder to get through.
Did moving the CWS to TD affect the numbers of fans?
I think it did because it's a larger stadium, so you're getting more people in it. It's a nicer facility, for sure, because it's brand new, state of the art. And I think that all the hotel base around the stadium, it's a lot easier for people to come in and go to the games. So I think it did move it. It's a nicer atmosphere. There's always some people that come in. Before it moved down here, Dave Winfield would come in, or Barry Bonds was here. We've had some different Pete Rose we had in our parking lot. The first year of the CWS, we've had people like some different celebrities. It depends on what teams are playing, and what the interest is from the people. welcome.